everyone, Chishu here. Jeez, this is gonna be. um, y'all are gonna learn a little bit more about the red-headed idiot that we all know and love.
I am one of your best friends, so you
Yes,
should
you
know
are.
most. You should know most of this.
Yes,
So,
you are.
so what's the category title, Philly?
The category is. Now, I was joking last time when I said there's another because you did this on purpose, so I'm not even gonna count it for me, so I won't count it for you. It is personal shit of Devon.
About me.
About Devon, yeah.
Yes, whatever. Anyway, go ahead and get started. Good luck.
What is your middle name?
I did pick a couple that are a little bit.
Oh God, I can't remember. I mean, I know I've heard it.
Oh, of course, especially with my mother.
Yeah.
Anyway, because parents, right?
I'm having a hard time remembering it because it's been so long since I have heard it.
Wow, I don't really talk about it much anymore now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Well, who mentions their middle name on a consistent basis? I know I
Kind of
do.
me because my nickname is my middle
Okay,
name minus the P.
fair. So if it's a situation like that where it is your where it's like a nickname, then yes. But for people who are generally just referred to by their first name, it doesn't come up very much.
Let's see. How many siblings do you have? Step siblings included. Um, that would be 4. Yeah, because you got a stepbrother and I believe a sister, and then you got your half brother and sister.
Okay.
Who is your favorite actor?
Like I said, the things Logan couldn't do, I could.
When you
Yes.
say actor, do you mean voice actor or
I mean actor,
live action
actor.
actor? Okay. Robin Williams. Who is your favorite wrestler? Gee, I wonder.
No. Okay, I'm going to say this right now. I knew I was going to have to clarify this. It is not John Cena. I respect the hell out of him, but as a wrestler, he's not that entertaining. As a human being, he's awesome.
Okay.
But it's not John Cena, and I will tell you that right now because I don't want to do that. I just, no. Not, no.
Yeah.
Okay. Hmm. Who is your favorite wrestler then?
Funnily enough, Logan,
Um.
if you're looking at the answer key,
Yes.
you actually remember the
Shoot.
Dungeon World?
Yes.
uh,
Both. Yeah. Well, we'll get
Oh
at that
God.
later.
oh,
What
actually, I
was
forgot both of.
what was the name of the guy who retired recently? Oh jeez. Um. I guess I'll make a guess of Dwayne Johnson because I'm derping on names. I don't watch wrestling all that much. I know Kane, I know Undertaker, I know The Rock, I know John Cena.
Do 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 do.
Um, that's all I can think of really. What is my favorite band? Now I don't know if this changed or anything, but I'm guessing Dream Theater. Probably did change. What is my favorite TV show ever? Your favorite TV show ever? House. What is your favorite anime? Oh, that's a tough question. I'm thinking between Cowboy Bebop and Mahoromatic. You know what? You were in a Cowboy Bebop before I introduced you to Mahoromatic, so I'm going to say Cowboy Bebop. Favorite voice actor? That will be Steve Bloom. How do you spell his name? Is it 2 U's or 1?
I believe that his name is spelled with one U.
Okay.
I was muted again. Sorry, it's one.
Okay, thank you. What is your favorite Digimon? Guilmon. What is my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh monster? Oh, jeez. What is your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh monster? Because there were so many you liked, it's hard to really pinpoint one. I'm gonna guess Blue Eyes. The Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Blue Peeps, Whitey Dragon.
What is your favorite Pokemon? Oh boy. I'm gonna guess Gyarados. What is your favorite game series? Yeah, that's it. Legend
That's
of Zelda.
that's the hardest question on the quiz right there.
Favorite game for PS1? Oh jeez.
I wish I could give you a hint. I really do, because the hint would be hilarious.
I'm gonna say Legend of Spyro. PS2. Favorite game for the PS2. I'm gonna say this guess is so tempting because we would play it so damn much when you came and visited. But I'm guessing it flat out. Probably wrong, but hey. Favorite game for the GameCube. I'm gonna guess Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess because that was GameCube originally, right? What is my favorite game of all time? Wait, yeah. Super Smash Bros. Oh, wait. It's not Twilight Princess. It's XD. I'm gonna say XD Gale of Darkness for the favorite GameCube game.
Okay, I switch that.
Think. No, not XD Gale of Darkness. Coliseum.
Ooh, he's indecisive today.
I'm indecisive a lot, but I think it's Coliseum. You would talk about Coliseum a lot more than Gale of Darkness. Okay, what is your favorite game of all time? I'm gonna say Pokemon. Yellow. What is my favorite album of all time? Chaos Theory? No, wait. What's the Dream Theater album? Is it Elements of Chaos? Or was it Chaos Theory? It was Chaos Theory. Who is my favorite stand-up comedian?
Sorry, what was the answer to that question?
Chaos Theory.
Chaos Theory. Okay.
I'm probably wrong. It's been a while since I've really heard. Who is my favorite stand-up comedian? I'm trying to remember the name. I'm gonna guess Dane Cook, because I know you would talk about him a lot. How old are you? Jeez. Really?
Are we talking mentally or physically?
Well, obviously physically. I don't think you want to know the mentality question. Answer to that question.
Okay, so no answer. No, now I want to know from both of you, how old do you mentally think I am? I actually want to know. This is more curiosity. This is a serious question.
Sometimes I wonder if your favorite number is your age. Is your mental age.
What?
Yeah, you would say 7 a lot?
Oh, you freaking bastard. So Logan, you're smarter. How old do you
Oh, gee,
actually
thanks.
think I am?
It's probably unnecessarily cruel. Let me think for a minute.
Uh,
So, I mean, obviously, this is all, approximations because trying to determine mental age is kind of a sort of farcical
In
thing
your
anyway.
opinion,
I don't know. I feel like, and I hope this won't come off as supremely insulting or anything, but I would probably aim somewhere in maybe like I mean, it depends on the area, right? So as far as like mannerism, I would say probably somewhere in like the mid-teens ish.
okay.
I mean, as far as the information you have, obviously you've just been alive long enough to accrete more than that.
Yeah. So
But the certain fixations and things that you have tend to be kind of like, I mean, because obviously the idea of going, oh, you're a little kid, it's like, well, no, obviously a bunch of the stuff you say, words you use, and things are definitely things that little kids do not know and shouldn't know.
Not exactly.
Yeah, that's my thought process.
no,
So
see, I respect your answer because that's how I feel. Literally, like somewhere in the, I'd say a high schooler, essentially.
okay,
What?
so
You
I'm-
can't accept a joke?
No, I'm messing with you.
I
I
know.
was actually okay. Anyway, so what was your answer for that?
26 years old. Wait. Yeah, you're a year older than me. So yeah, you're 26.
Okay.
Wait. You were born in 1990. I turned 25 this year. No, actually, you're 25 then. Wait. Yeah, you're 25. I'm still kind of waking up a little bit, so bear
You're good.
with me.
You're good.
How long have Crystal and you been together? Oh my
I
god.
had to have on personal section. I cannot do this section without
You know, it
having.
was funny. I was half expecting you to put the half court thing in here.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I will never forget that. I will
I think
never
that's going to
forget.
require some explanation.
I
but-
made 2 half-court shots in a row.
Huh?
And that was in PE
It
class.
was in PE, and him and another person that
Andy.
Andy, yeah.
Because I don't think Garrett was with us at that
You
point.
know, that was how many PE classes do we have together? 2?
We had 2.
I think Andy
Andy was
first
the...
was Garrett the second one.
I'm trying to remember.
Are you sure we didn't have 3 together? Because I remember Andy and Garrett. Unless
Maybe we did have 3 together then, because
either that or Garrett and Andy were the same thing, but Garrett did his own thing. Well, no, I think we did do 3, because yeah, I feel like there was 3.
I know there was one. I know there was one where we didn't have Garrett because Andy was partnered up with another guy. Because that was the time one of the either Andy or the other guy, when we were playing badminton, launched their racket and smacked me in the face.
Oh god.
Or was that when I had PE with Brandon? Because I was watching Young Frankenstein at that point, and then all of a sudden,
This just went off on a freaking...
yeah, I'm sorry.
But no, I made, and he saw both of them. It was the greatest thing, just the coolest thing.
Which is funny because the PE teacher kept telling us to stop doing half-court shots.
I mean, it's not exactly safe.
No.
In a really roundabout way, but
Jeez, how long have you and Crystal been together?
I don't expect you to get this one. Let's put it that way.
Let's see.
Yeah, I probably would have gotten it wrong. I would have knowing the answer, I probably would have actually gotten kind of relatively close,
Okay,
but
we
not
graduated
actually close.
2009. We met Bio a year later. And not long after that, we met the rest of the random crew. Oh, jeez. I think it was barely a year after when we met them that Crystal broke up with Dark and then you and she got together. So I'm going to guess about 5 years.
So to bring that to make the mood a little bit heavier, because this is I am curious. I'm about to have a semi-serious conversation. Do you still talk to him? Her ex?
Dark?
Yeah.
It has been a very long time, but I mean,
It's not,
rarely does he poke. It's like once in a blue moon he'll poke me. I mean, when he has a birthday, I say happy birthday. When I have a birthday, he says happy birthday back.
okay, cool.
But
I was just curious. It's not like really care. It's just I'm curious. I'm just curious.
I mean, the last time he and I
I'm
did talk,
naturally.
he kind of went off about you and her. So,
Wait,
but other
when was this?
long time ago.
Was
But
this
it's
right
like
after? Was this recently, like recent to when her and I got together?
it was like a year or so ago.
It was a year
So
ago. Really? He's still. Oh,
at
some
least I
people
think he talked about it.
let
Don't
it
don't
freaking
quote me
go.
on the time
I
frame.
don't care.
I didn't either. I'm like, okay, yeah,
Yes.
because it's
So
like that's
hold
said
on.
and done.
I know it is said and done, but I have to say this because you know me.
Yeah.
He has the tenacity to quote unquote. I'm not saying it was a year ago, but you're saying don't quote the time frame. But if it was, he has the tenacity to say something about her and I being together when we, first of all, have been together longer than she was with him, and B, within 2 months of getting and breaking up with her, he got a new girlfriend. So quite frankly, he can suck a dick. That's all I have to say. Like, really, he has the tenacity to immediately get a girlfriend, and yet he has a problem with that so long after they broke up. Yes, I'm bringing the mood to a much, 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 much more serious tone.
And I
Well,
Interesting people,
apologize about that.
but
it
really,
is the personal section,
let's
after
just
all.
get serious here.
Yeah.
Her ex-boyfriend was a dick. I did not really like him. I don't really care your opinion, Philly, but he was not that good of a boyfriend. I'm sorry, he wasn't.
Honestly, he kind of did drive me nuts a little bit sometimes
And
with
I know I drive you nuts, but
you're not like him to the point where you try to force your opinion.
yeah. Well, you obviously don't know me very well. Anyway,
You don't do it seriously though.
I do it because I just
You're not like go with my answer or GTFO.
okay. No, I'm not. I'll be mad about it, but I won't be like that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, you have a point.
Um,
Anyway,
yeah.
let's stop with this because I'm done talking about it.
Yep.
Okay. So Philly, cut this part out. I need you to pause because somebody knocked on my door.
Okay. We'll be back, people. And we're back after that bit of randomness there.
Yes. So you just finished. So
Yeah.
would you like to go back and edit any of your answers, or fix, or add, or whatever?
Oops. No, I think that'll be all.
Okay. So here we go. We get to find out how much you really know about me. Okay. First question. What is my middle name? You left that one blank, if I remember right.
Yes.
Okay. My middle name is Daniel.
Interesting. Okay.
I'm named after, technically, I'm named after my great, or my, would it be my, is my grandmother's brother my great uncle? Or what would that one be?
As far as I know, just an uncle.
Logan,
What?
is my grandmother's brother my great uncle? Or would that be because it's not an uncle. An uncle is your mom's
Let's
brother.
find out. I think it is great uncle, but we'll find out.
Because your mom's brother is an uncle.
Grandmother's, what is it? Your grandmother's sister is most called your grand aunt, however the term
Grand,
blah, blah, blah.
okay.
So so it would be, I guess, grand uncle.
Grand uncle.
That
Okay,
makes
sorry.
sense.
That makes sense. Grand uncle. I was technically named after him, but my father's first name is also Daniel. But I was named after my grand.
Okay.
I learned something today. Grand uncle. All right. Anyway, next question. How many siblings? How many siblings? How many siblings do I have? Step siblings included. You said 4, if I remember right. Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I have 6.
6.
I have two. My brother and sister, Cameron and Connor, and then I have two of each. I have two stepsisters and two stepbrothers. One pair are younger than me, and one pair are older than me.
Oh, okay.
You've just never met the older ones on my mom's side.
Yeah, you only told me about the other ones.
Honestly, I didn't know about those two either. So.
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
I have two older ones. Yeah, we don't need to go into detail about how.
Yeah.
My whole family's screwed up. Anyway, next question. Who is my favorite actor? You said Robin Williams, if I'm right.
That is correct. You did.
Yes,
Yeah,
that
I
is
said Robin
that
Williams.
is that is the correct answer. It is
Okay.
Robin. It will always be Robin Williams.
Okay.
Who is my favorite wrestler? You said The Rock or Dwayne Johnson. It's The Rock. But anyway, or The Rock was the answer. That's basically what you're getting at. Funny thing is, you actually, in a roundabout way, almost got the answer by saying all the wrestlers you knew. The answer is Undertaker.
Is it really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
It's The Undertaker. I was thinking Undertaker or Shawn Michaels. That was another one I was thinking about. But I
thought it was the guy who retired recently.
Well, that's the thing. Funny thing you say that. Daniel Bryan is his name.
Daniel Bryan. Okay.
Had you said Daniel Bryan, you would have gotten an extra point because Daniel Bryan is the bonus point for that question.
I completely.
I
dirked
put
on
that
his
because I
name.
know I mentioned it to pretty much everybody. So I was like, well, if he happens to say Daniel Bryan, he is my favorite current wrestler.
Unfortunately, I forgot his name, so that doesn't help.
That happens. It happens, but it's The Undertaker would have been. But anyway, okay. So next question. What is my favorite band? You said Dream Theater. Respectable guess, and this question went exactly how I wanted it to go. My favorite band is actually Pain of Salvation. Right now, well, has been for a little while. Really hard. I'll explain later in the section why. They are my favorite band. Anyway, what is my favorite TV show ever? You said House, if I'm right. I'm pretty.
Yes, you said that.
That is the correct answer. Duh. And then, what is my favorite anime? You said Cowboy Bebop. Funny thing is, it is Mahoramatic.
Oh God, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you know that far and away. If I were to pick a top, I don't even know if I could do a top 5, but I can just list off my favorites just in a roundabout way. Mahoramatic, Love Hina, Dragon Ball as a whole for all 3 series. I would just combine everything. Honestly, those are my big 3. Yu Yu Hakusho, Marmalade Boy would be on there too. Cowboy Bebop is up there, but
so out of curiosity now, between the anime Mahoramatic and House, how do those compare to one another?
Okay.
I say this because technically anime would qualify under TV show because it was on TV. No, I mean, this is just tinkering around the edges. Obviously,
it was on TV in Japan.
Right. It might have been on TV here at some point.
It wasn't.
Wasn't you certain of that?
I am certain of that. Anyway, because there's nudity in it, my friend.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't mean it didn't end up on the Funimation channel at 12 at night or something.
It wasn't.
I don't think even Funimation channel does anime with nudity at night.
No, I mean I don't know.
Anyway, but if I were to pick, okay, so I don't want to ruin anything because Philly hasn't seen the whole show.
What whole show?
Well, you don't have to say why.
You haven't seen all of Horror.
Oh, I haven't finished it. No.
But yeah, I don't want to ruin anything. But I don't.
Although it does have Devon's favorite catchphrase from that show.
Booby missiles?
Yeah.
Okay. I like how I immediately knew it. That's not even like I was trying to think of the most ridiculous thing. So that is the weirdest thing. Why?
Wasn't
but anyway,
that from the summer special?
No, that is from the beginning of the second
okay.
season. If I remember right. Okay, I'm just gonna move on.
Yeah, we're getting.
Anyway, who was my favorite voice actor? Steve Bloom is correct. I already know you answered that because it's just like common knowledge with my friends that Steve Bloom.
Especially with the joke I made.
Yes. Okay. What is my favorite Digimon? You said Guilmon, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I listed 3 answers here. It's not Guilmon. None of them are Guilmon.
Really?
Technically, if I really had to pick one, well, no, I can't. the first answer is War Greymon. That was the first Digimon that I don't know. Like War
Okay.
Greymon just looks so amazing. And then I also put Black War Greymon #1 because it's the same thing, and #2 it's voiced by Steve Bloom. So
Well, that's why, because wasn't Guilmon also voiced by Steve Bloom?
yes, yes,
So that's
but
why I said
yeah,
Guilmon.
I know. I gotcha. And then I also put Omnimon on there because it's partially War Greymon, plus it
Right.
does look really cool. I couldn't entirely pick one, but I would have accepted any of those as an answer.
Okay.
Likewise, this next question: what is my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh monster? I listed 4, but one of them's for a bonus point. You said
Blue Eyes White Dragon.
was- that is also incorrect. What I put Blackluster Soldier. I put Blackluster Soldier because I don't know what it is about Blackluster Soldier, but he looks so cool. Black Skull Dragon, the fusion between Sun and Skull and Red Eyes.
Okay.
I always like the look of that too. And then the Magician of Black Chaos was another one I really, really thought was
interesting.
yes. And then had you said Dark Magician Girl, you would have gotten a bonus point.
So out of
See, I
curiosity,
didn't know any of those because you never really used
Because
them all
Dark
that much.
Magician Girl is smoking, man.
I've seen
So,
better, but okay.
So that was. I was wondering why that was a bonus point as opposed to a main point.
Because as a monster, it's not one of my favorites, but it's just man, she's spicy. Like anyway,
Hold on. Before we get a little bit too far.
What is my favorite Pokemon? You said Gyarados. The answer is the fighting chicken Blaziken.
Oh, of
Blaziken
course.
is my favorite. Like hands freaking down.
I actually probably would have been a closer guess with Typhlosion because the fact
Yeah.
that
If you said Quilava, that
Or
would have been the
Quilava,
closest
yeah.
guess. But anyway,
Blaziken, of
Blaziken is
course.
the correct answer. What is my favorite video game series? You said Legend of Zelda. That is obviously like the right answer. So, okay. Now this one is an interesting one here. What is my favorite game for the PS1? You said, what did he say, Logan?
Legend of Spyro was
Legend of Spyro. Let me look that up, actually, because it is a game.
wasn't it like the first
Legend of Spyro is a game trilogy. It's a reboot, so it's originally on the PS2, not PS1. It started on the PS2. That series, the Legend of Spyro series, because that has A New Beginning, The Eternal Night, and Dawn of the Dragon.
So was
However,
the first one just named Spyro?
the very first
first
Spyro,
one was just called
it's
Spyro the
the
Dragon,
Dragon,
Oh,
Spyro
the
Echoes
Dragon.
Rage, and then Spyro Year of the Dragon. Now, you weren't wrong in thinking Spyro, but I wanted to give you a hint, and it would have been that game that I've tried to 100% for the last 15 years, and it's Spyro Year of the Dragon, the third Spyro. So
The
I would
one
have,
that I ended up.
yes, I would have
okay.
accepted Spyro Year of the Dragon or Spyro 3. You weren't wrong. Well, I mean, you were wrong, but you were in the right vein.
Okay.
You were close. Then what is my favorite game for the PS2? You said now. Here's the thing. When I was at work today, I was thinking I'm expecting Philly to put Flat Out for PS2.
Yeah.
I literally knew you were going to do this. So the answer is Kingdom Hearts 2.
Oh God, Kingdom Hearts! I forgot about that series.
The answer is Kingdom Hearts 2, but I'm going to give you half a point for that because of nostalgia.
Yeah.
Because I anticipated that. So I will give you half a point there.
Okay.
Now, what is my favorite game for the GameCube? So, funnily enough, you said Coliseum, right?
Yes.
Funnily enough, in a really weird roundabout way that even Logan mentioned when I was making this section, your very first answer was sort of right in a really weird way.
Twilight Princess.
I will explain with the next question, but it's hard to explain because Twilight Princess was a Wii launch title, but it was released on the GameCube at the same time. So it was for both systems essentially at the same time, if I remember right. Let me check.
Because I thought it was launched for the GameCube first.
No,
and
it was
then Wii.
GameCube was out for years before Twilight Princess came out.
Yeah.
I'm looking this up. Give me just a sec. Twilight Princess, initial release date. Wait, it's gone. It gave me initial release. Twilight Princess was delayed to allow. Yeah, the Wii version. The Wii version actually came out first,
Huh.
a month before the GameCube. So that being said, I actually put Wind Waker, Legend of Zelda Wind Waker,
Oh, okay.
as my favorite GameCube game. I've never played Twilight Princess on the GameCube, but following that, what is my favorite game of all time? You said Pokemon Yellow.
Yeah.
It's Twilight Princess.
Okay.
My favorite game of all time is hands down Twilight Princess. But Pokemon is my second favorite video game series, so that was actually a really respectable guess. Had you gone second gen, like Gold, Silver, or Crystal, I might have thought of giving you like half a point.
Right.
But
Well, you said Yellow was your first game that you've ever played, wasn't it?
Silver was.
Oh, Silver was? I thought you said Yellow was your first game.
No, Yellow was not my first game. I watched people play Red, Blue, and Yellow, but I have Yellow downloaded on my 3DS. You probably got a little bit jumbled up. Anyway,
yeah.
But yes, so Twilight Princess, I love that game, and it's coming out in HD, and I pre-ordered it with the guide, and it's paid off, and Wolf Link, and yeah. Anyway, moving on. I love that game so much. Like I keep playing it. I like have that game almost memorized.
Basically, to the exclusion of the other Zelda games, actually.
What?
I said basically to the exclusion of the other. Like you're playing that when you could be beating Skyward Sword.
We don't need to talk about that. My favorite series is like the game. Never mind. Anyway, we don't need to talk about that. Okay. Next question. What is my favorite album of all time? Now, I said I'd come back to this. My favorite album of all time, you should kind of recognize. Logan should recognize as well. Well, he has the answer key here. But
I'm guessing because of Pain and Salvation.
Yes, it is a Pain of Salvation album. It's Remedy Lane. If you remember right, Pain of Salvation was one of the bands we did the Army Paints Dawn of War, and I was Remedy Lane. Now, funny thing, when I originally made the favorite music band question, I had Seventh Wonder on there as well. But I realized I've been trying to make a video or like something of my top albums of all time, and I realized that Pain of Salvation alone has 2 in at least the top 5 in my top 5. So hands down, it's my favorite band. Like they have my number 1, and it's probably 4 or 5, number 4 or 5. So, but Remedy Lane. How do I describe this album to get a little bit personal with me? This album, I don't want to say makes me feel every emotion I can feel, but you have to listen to it a few times to get the full gist of it. But that album just if you read the lyrics along with the music, okay, I have never seen a guy it's a band, but the one guy writes everything. His lyrics are always so, like, I don't want to say personal. But they are really. They're just like there are no words. This album is a masterpiece. Like Logan, here, I'll give you an example. Okay, Logan?
Yeah.
You remember last year when we went up to SakuraCon and the whole Vic Mignogna panel debacle happened, and I got pissed off enough that I just left. Right?
Yeah.
So I haven't. That was a whole other level of mad. I'm surprised I didn't just like punch him in the throat. But I was ready to frickin' choke somebody. I don't know if you could tell.
Mm-hmm.
But I left, went back to the hotel, listened to Remedy Lane, and by the time it was over, I felt okay again. And that's when I messaged you saying I'm coming back. I don't know how to explain it because it's a really. I don't want to say it's an uplifting album, but it's a really. Like, just, I don't know. Anyway, moving on, because I just went off on another tangent.
Yep.
Who is my favorite stand-up comedian? You said Dane Cook. The answer is George Carlin.
Oh, okay.
George Carlin, hands down. Dane Cook got repetitive after like a month.
Did he really?
Yes. He's not that entertaining anymore.
I never cared for him to begin with, so that's...
I liked him because Brandon liked him, and I found him kind of funny, but then I got bored of him.
Okay. Oh, I'm the idiot then.
No, you're good. You're good. Next question. How old am I? You said 25. That is correct. I'm glad you corrected yourself there.
Yeah.
I am not yet 26. I was like, please change it, please. Okay, last question. How long have Crystal and I been together? You said 5 years?
Yeah.
I just inadvertently muted myself. Sorry. The answer is I'm not going to get technical with the amount of time, but my answer on here is almost 4 years. It will be 4 years in about a week and a half.
Oh, okay.
March 10th is our anniversary. We got together a month before I started at my job, and I've been at my job for almost 4 years as well. So, God, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Every
Funny how
time I
time
think that I've been
flies.
not Crystal being with her, it's the fact that I stayed at where I work for almost 4 years.
Yeah.
But no, what you're thinking is we graduated high school, and I actually think I want to say we met Bio right after we ended high school,
I
like
thought it was
right
a
after,
year.
because we graduated in June. We met Bio a couple months before I got my first job, and I got my first job right out of high school. I
I
didn't wait,
remember
did
we
I?
met. You got me, or I think you got me the orange box for my birthday,
Or I thought it was Gmod.
or was it
Yeah, it
Gmail?
was Gmod.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was Gmod. I got you that.
Okay.
You met Bio because it was the first server we went into.
Right.
By the way, that's how we met Bio, Logan. We went on Gary's mod, hopped into a server, and he was there.
Huh.
That's how we met him. It was freaking fate. That's like fate, if anything.
Yeah.
But we
It's
met
gotta
him.
be.
We met him, and then, yeah, it would have been right before I got my first job, because a year after that, I ended up living here. And then
Right.
it was shortly after he came up here, about 3 or 4 months after that, he started doing TeamSpeak. And then I wouldn't really talk to him. And then a few months after that, I started getting into TeamSpeak. And then I want to say a month after that, Crystal started getting back into TeamSpeak. And then yeah. So it's almost 4 years is the answer.
Wow.
So that's it. Logan, would you like to count
If
up?
I'm not mistaken. Oh, hold on. I have to add.
If you have any questions,
I might have to. Let me check really quick. If I'm not mistaken, you got out of the 20 questions, all of which had just a single point answer. Fortunately, there you got the ones you got right were the. Hold on, did I put a? That's not right. Okay, so the Robin Williams one for the favorite actor, favorite TV show, favorite voice actor,
game series,
the favorite game series,
and that's
you got a half point for the favorite PS2 game.
yeah,
and then the age. So that's 5. So you got 5.5 out of 20.
Oh God.
it's Batman. What?
Which is, hold on, just mechanically 5.5 divided by 20 is 28%.
So he did better on yours, Logan.
Right, but that's because you had more questions.
Yeah.
That was part of it.
But yes.
I had to add the bonus for nostalgia part to that, the answer to that question.
Wait.
So that's that one, and only 2 questions or 2 sections remain.
Yeah, only 2 questions. Sections. Section.
Yeah, that thing I said.
Section. Szechuan. No. But that being said, would you like to hear your second to last category?
Sure.
Okay, so funny thing about this next category. This category is really where we put questions that didn't fit a category, or we couldn't put them into a category because it was just like one question. Plus, we also threw, I think a couple, or inadvertently threw a couple that could have gone in other categories, but were already in this category in the original quiz to begin with, and that would have meant moving things around and deleting questions and whatnot. So this is just a random. It's just a category of random questions, really. Some of them being serious, some of them being completely not serious. Well, when I say not serious, they're like riddles / jokes. There's some of those in there. So your section 21, we called it potpourri. So there you go. That's your next section.
So basically, my next section is some kind of soup.
Yeah, no, potpourri.
You never really
Potpourri
watched The
isn't
Grinch,
soup.
did you?
Oh, I know what he's getting at. Yeah.
And if you're Logan's brother, it's YOLO 420 Blaze It Potpourri.
Okay. All right. So you have 21.
21.
It's potpourri. See you all then, people.
Okay. So